Hi, friends. So today we are going to read a story by Ezra Jack Keats. That's the author. Remember, the author is the person who writes the story. And this story, the title is called Peter's Chair. I see a boy on the cover of the book looking at down here at a chair. I wonder if that's Peter. Peter's Chair is a fiction story, so it's made up. The events and the characters are made up in the story. And in fiction stories, there's usually a problem or a solution. So let's see if we can figure out what the problem is and if we can figure out what the solution is after we're done reading Peter's Chair. Okay. Peter's Chair. Peter stretched as high as he could. There, his tall building was finished. Crash! Down it came. Shh! Called his mother. You'll have to play more quietly. Remember, we have a new baby in the house. I wonder if the new baby is Peter's sibling, a brother or sister. Peter looked into his sister's Susie's room. His mother was fussing around the cradle. That's my cradle, he thought, and they painted it pink. Hi, Peter, said his father. Would you like to help paint sister's high chair? It's my high chair, Peter whispered. He saw his crib and muttered, My crib! It's painted pink too. Not far away stood his old chair. They didn't paint that yet, Peter shouted. Seems like Peter's feeling a little jealous maybe of his new baby sister. But does he need a crib and a high chair anymore? He picked it up and ran to his room. What do you guys think he's trying to do? Great idea. He's probably maybe trying to stop them from painting it. Let's run away, Willie, he said. Peter filled a shopping bag with cookies and dog biscuits. We'll take my blue chair, my toy crocodile, and the picture of me when I was a baby. Willie got his bone. They went outside and stood in front of the house. This is a good place, said Peter. He arranged his things very nicely and decided to sit in his chair for a while. But he couldn't fit in the chair. He was too big. So far, friends, in the story, what would you say the problem is? Is it that he's too big for his chair? No. I mean, that is a little bit of a problem. But mostly the problem is Peter is upset that his new baby sister is getting all of his old things. And so he's feeling lonely and upset about that. So by the end of the story, we usually get some sort of solution. So let's see if we can keep reading and find out what the solution is. His mother came to the window and called, Won't you come back to us, Peter dear? We have something very special for lunch. Peter and Willie made believe they didn't hear, but Peter got an idea. Wonder what his idea is. Remember, we use like a crystal ball when we're making predictions. What do we think is going to happen in the future? What do you think his idea is? Soon his mother saw signs that Peter was home. That rascal, he's hiding behind the curtain, she said happily. Look over here. Do you think that's where Peter is? She moved the curtain away, but he wasn't there. Here I am, shouted Peter. Peter sat in a grown-up chair. His father sat next to him. "Daddy," said Peter, "let's paint the little chair pink for Susie." And they did. So what was the solution? Does Peter do some growing up and he realizes that he's too big for those things and he doesn't need them anymore? Yeah, I think so. What I would like you to do is on a piece of writing paper, think of some ideas of how Peter ended up helping in the story. He helped paint the chair. And what are some things you do around your house to help your moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas? What are some things that you do? Do you help clean your room? Do you take out the trash? Do you pick up things on the floor? Do you vacuum? Do you help mom cook? Or dad cook? So think about things that you do around your house to be a helper and write a sentence describing some of the things that you do. I like to help my mom with dinner. I like to help dad by setting the table. Okay, so think of things you like to do and write a sentence about how way you help out around the house and illustrate as well. Thanks, guys. Good job reading with me.